Hello, everybody. Welcome to our weather app. I'm Rayhaan Mohamed, and my teammate is Hasin Rahman. So, first, I'd like to go talk about our problem. So, the problem is there are various different apps that can inform us about the weather, but many of these apps are either very bare bones or they're very complicated in their design. And many of these apps lack several basic features or can be a complete pain just to access those set features. So now I'd like to go talk about our objective. So the goal of this project is to bridge this gap and create a clean and simplistic app that has a variety of features which can be easily accessible. So our app will allow you to view the 24-hour and weekly forecast. The app will also allow the user to customize the background as well as their own personal alerts. The app will also contain a radar map to give the user a better perspective of the weather in that region, and this app will also feature a community tab to allow the users to discuss the weather they are experiencing. So users will also be able to share postcards to others in regards to the weather. So now I'd like to go talk about our general requirements. So the inputs and outputs. So when clicking on the login button, you are logged in and taken to the home page. When you are on the register page and click on the register button, you have an account created and you go back to the login page. At the top of the home page, there is a settings button which will take you to that specific page. So the settings page allows you to select a different theme. You can go change between Celsius and Fahrenheit, and as well as you can go implement your own personal alerts, and you can go log out of the app. So at the bottom of the page, there is a plus button to add a city. When you click on the city, it takes you to the weather page, but if you click on the trash icon, it removes the city from the home page. The weather page displays the 24-hour as well as the weekly forecast. The weather page also displays a radar map that allows you to toggle on or off the temperature mode. There is a community reports tab where you and other users can discuss the weather of your certain city. At the bottom of the page, there is a section where you can create a postcard about the weather and you can go share it to others. Now I'd like to go discuss the design. So the user experience will be was heavily prioritized during the creation of our app. The app will have a clean style that's simplistic and it's easy to navigate. The app will also be interactive and will allow you to set up your own personal alerts. So you will also have the ability to change the theme of the app in order to better personalize your own experience. The app will also contain a map for you to go better understand the weather conditions of your area alongside also having the forecast. So the app will be well optimized so that it can be accessed on any device and it'll run without any issues. And the design of the app will not contain clutter in order to allow the users to effectively traverse it without any sort of issue. Now I'd like for us to go discuss our testing. So we had done manual testing, peer review, and we had also checked the problem section on VS Code to perform our testing. So now I'd like to go talk about a few of our test cases. So firstly was the weather and locations load correctly. So the app displays the correct weather for the desired location, and the user will also be able to add locations to the screen to display the forecast for those areas. Next, I'd like to go discuss is personalized alerts. So the app will allow you to have personalized alerts for certain weather conditions such as snow, rain, and hot/cold weather. Next, I'd like to go talk about our interactive map. So the app will contain a map that allows the user to interact with, and this map will display the real-time radar and satellite view. Next, I'd like to go talk about is the custom app themes. So the app will allow the user to change the different background in the app's menus. Next is community reports, so users can comment about the weather conditions in certain regions. And finally is the weather sharing. So users can create custom postcards based on the specific weather conditions of that region. Now I'd like to go discuss all of the code highlights. So this is the first one, the weekly forecast. This pretty much shows the week's forecast for today as well as the next upcoming days. The next one is the 24-hour forecast. So this shows specifically today within the 24-hour period. So it'll contain to this hour up until the next 24-hour period. Next is the personalized alerts. So this will allow you to go create your own personalized alerts when you are on the weather page. So you can go toggle on or off the rain alert as well as the snow alert, and you can go set a threshold for the highest temperature value and the lowest temperature value, and this is done in Fahrenheit. And then finally, this is the code highlight for our radar map. So this was the implementation for the map, and as well as having the temp mode that you can turn off or on for the radar. And now Hasan Rahman will do the demo.
Hello everyone, I'm Hasan Rahman and I'll take you on this demo tour of our app. So first here I have the app loaded up already, as you can see. So first let's say we try with our email. Right, we're gonna hit login. It's showing an error saying it's not registered. So we need to register it first. So you have it here, register again, success. Now log in. Now we're gonna log in. All right. Now after logging in, we are greeted with the good evening and that our username and the today's date and the day of the week. Now hit this button on the bottom right. This will after pressing this, it will get the current location of this user. So I know that emulators are manually by default set to Mountain View, California, but I have put my own address. So now it's uh, it's showing my city, which is Decatur. So when I go in, I can see it's 25.4, and on my left, I can see yes, it's 25 point, well, it was 26, so close enough. And this is the sunrise, so 6:48 a.m. of local time to Decatur is that's when the sunrise time is, and sunset is 8:20 p.m. Here we have the hourly forecast, which are 3-hour intervals, right? So it's showing for next 24 hours. Then we have a 7-day forecast of that here. And then we have our radar map, so we can zoom in and then zoom out, right? And we can use the temperature, so it will show the temperature regions in the region. So if it's cold, it'll be like red, yellow, then blue for like cold. Well, if it's hot, it'll be red and yellow and blue for cold. Here we can also share our community reports, as Rayhaan mentioned. So I can say hot submitted. So as you can see, submitted here by my email and the location. And then here other users have also submitted stuff that you can see and from their location which they submitted from. And here is a postcard setting. Here you can add images to the postcard. So this is a picture that I have. I can add this on this postcard. So we have defined pictures already for depending on different weathers on the postcard. But on top of that, you can put your own pictures as well. Then you can hit share. Then you can hit share in any of those ways. So you can do message, drive, email, print. I can even hit print. And right now I don't have any printer connected to it, so I can just hit download, and then as you can see I have 2 previous downloads. I can do one more and download it there. And we can go back. We can add cities. So we can add Dhaka, Bangladesh. This is outside of the United States. That's where I'm from. And we can check that high temperature is above 100. So yeah, it does go up to 35 in Celsius. Here's a forecast report, temperature maps, and again you can see that I just did from Decatur here as well. Same thing, you can also add a picture here again and do all the same functions that we did previously. Now we can go to settings. We can also select wallpaper. So we have snow, we have space, lightning, water, wood. Then we can, I like the default one, so I'll just keep that. And then we can change the unit, so temperature to Fahrenheit. So we can go back, click on Decatur, see now it's converted to Fahrenheit. Go back to settings again, rain alerts, snow alerts, and you can actually manually change those. So you can say, like 100 degrees, there's I guess nothing to use, so you can just say 150 if you'd like. Set that alert. You can also do the lower one if you want to. So go back in, go to Taka. See, now you only get the rain alert. So it says don't forget your umbrella. And yeah, we can see it's gonna rain right here. There's a sunset and sunrise. Again, these times are local to that specific place, such as Taka. And we're gonna log out here, then log back in with a different account. I'm sorry, I put the password there. Okay, you can log in. Here we can see that this what others are saying. So what the reason I logged in with a different account is to show that other users of this app can also see your feedback that you put. So this basically works like a global message board. And on my left, I googled the weather of those locations just to use as a control to show that it actually working. With that being said, guys, that was our project, an app, weather app. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much.